What up, dudes? I am intrigued. So I have 3 days left in this Airbnb. I don't have a place to go yet. I don't have any money to go anywhere yet, because the crystals that I was going to sell on my store never arrived. I'm still waiting for them. I'm not even going to be in the Airbnb when they do arrive, unless they arrive in the next 3 days. So that's what I've been stressed about. But everything's going to work out. Everything that I'm doing, I'm supposed to do. Although it's not going the way I want it to right now, it doesn't matter, because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So I just have to trust the process and everything will work out. So I found a beautiful place just outside of Valencia, but it has an estate agent running it, which means they would take a month's rent, which is such a scam, and I refused to pay it. Unfortunately, I can't have that place. Facebook Marketplace has a bunch of places, a bunch of houses that I can rent from, which are much cheaper than these estate agent ones anyway. That's where I'm at right now. I always get this feeling that I just don't belong in a city. The city life is not for me. Although I enjoy it, if I actually live here too long, I feel trapped. And I have a car, I can leave at any moment, but it's like I have to come back because I live here. I like living just outside of cities, because then I can have a city at my leisure whenever I need it, but I can also get to nature equally fast. So I found an area that I want to move to. Now it's just my task over the next 3 days is to get a place. Yeah, that's it. Like I've said in previous videos, I'm just so tired of moving around all the time. That's all I've been doing for 10 years, is moving from one place to another place to another place, and never really having anything of my own. I never had my own place, and I need it right now. I'm 28. I need my own space. I can't share with anyone right now. I just need to work at my own pace, without distractions, without anyone asking me to do anything for them. I've got to be selfish. I need that freedom in my mind again. And until I get a place of my own, I'm never going to have that. I'm always going to feel like a burden to other people, or just, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. It's just knowing that you have to pack up all your stuff and move to another place, and you don't even know where that next place is going to be. Like, I get it. Being homeless sucks. I get it. Obviously, I'm lucky enough to earn enough that I don't have to live on the streets. That would be hard, but I'm close to it. Every time I'm about to go onto the streets, a new opportunity comes up. More money comes in, something like that. Like I get a job, something happens, and it always keeps me off the streets. So I know that there's I have a purpose, and living on the streets is not my purpose. I don't pretend to understand any of this. I don't know how I've survived so long. Guys, I did it. The DIY store was open today, so I've got the drill bit that I needed. This is awesome. So now I can start working today. Also, the castle is open, and I have never been up yet, so it's free admission. I'm heading up into the fort. Pretty epic up here. Someone's asleep down there. Oh wow, look at that brickwork. Whoa. That's hard. How do they do that? I do love my castles, especially ones that aren't British, because I've seen so many British ones. Let's see how Spain did it. Whew. Wow, look at that. Oh. Sick. A really nice castle. Very nice, very nice. So some of you have been asking me to do some parkour videos now that I'm in a city again. I want to. I need to buy some shoes first. All this stuff is coming. I want to get back into BMXing as well. Now that I'm in a city, it's like a playground for BMXing and parkour. Two things I love and miss so much. But when I was living in nature and traveling, it's not a thing I can really do. Plus the whole no shoes thing. So yeah, it'll happen, it'll come. I'm glad you guys are interested in the same things I'm interested in. So from what I've read, there used to be a wall surrounding the old part of the city, which is this bit, and then they destroyed the wall and just kept the kind of entrances. So I'm glad they didn't destroy these, because, well, first off, it would be really difficult to do, but they're just fantastic to keep. Like, these are structurally sound, they're not going to go anywhere. It's a shame that they took down the rest of the wall though, because that would have been cool. For a good 15 years, I think, I was living inside a castle wall myself. So it just kind of reminds me of home, being in this old stuff. You can see here where the wall once was, and that door would have led to it. It's such a shame. Alright, welcome to Jason's cooking show. Today we're going to learn how to make vegan pesto. Pesto is like my favourite thing. I add it to my pasta, I add it to my wraps. That's about it. But I love it, so I want to make a lot of... I've got all the ingredients here. We're going to figure out how to do this together. 2 cups of packed fresh basil. Got that. 3 tablespoons of pine nuts or walnuts. Got some walnuts. 3 large garlic cloves peeled. Yup. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Yup. 3 to 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. And a 1/4 tablespoon of sea salt. Got some pink salt. 3 to 6 tablespoons of water. Alright. And I think you just basically just blend everything. That's it. It's done. Easy to do. So I'm going to start chopping stuff. My blender is really small, so I'm going to just chop some stuff first and then blend it. 2 cups of basil. 2 cups of basil. Yeah, my food processor is really small, so we're just gonna take it slow. 1, 2. And then we just process it. Alright, I got this. This is actually going way better than I expected. It all managed to fit in there. So... Alright, cooking up a meal. I've been sitting here for a few hours just because I wasn't hungry at all. I'm watching a bit of Drew on Twitch. Does anyone else watch his Twitch? I love his setup currently. I want to build something similar to this when I get my place. Twitch is the way, guys. Twitch is the way. I'll be moving over there eventually. Here's the pesto. Looks so good. Can't wait to use some. Just wait for this to finish. Alright, let's do this. So my own pesto. Yeah. Nice. There's a whole flippin' garlic clove still in there. Oh no. There we go. Bon apple tea. So 2 of the garlic cloves didn't even blend. I probably should have chopped them before putting them in the blender. But other than that, looks good. Might add some water to it, maybe. Even though there's 1 garlic clove that actually blended, it's quite garlicky. I wonder if you could do the same recipe with spinach. Would that work? I don't know. I'm eating, gonna edit. Today's been a really good day. Quite mystical at the beginning. I don't think I've talked about this in a while, but I have HPPD. I don't know what it stands for, but it's basically hallucinations when you're not tripping. I have a mild case of it, so what I get, and it doesn't affect me negatively, I actually enjoy it, because it's like, oh cool, now the world's a bit trippier. So when people walk past, they'll leave traces behind them. Colour of their back will linger as they walk past, but it's only if I'm focusing on a point there, not on the person. So if I'm focusing there and they walk past that point, they will trail. And if I do that sometimes, I'll catch the trails. There'll be like a pink outline of my finger here. So there'll be a gap of space, a gap of air, and then I'll see the line, just a line of the colour of where, yeah, it's hard to describe it. It's not quite trails, it's like traces, I don't know. It's a visual glitch, and I see it often. I see it more when I don't eat. So if I'm fasting, it's enhanced when I microdose. So, yeah, it's interesting. Like if somebody wearing a red jacket cycles past my vision, and I'm looking at the point, like I'm focusing on a point, and they just go past, there'll be a red tracer behind them. Maybe I'll be able to animate it sometime and show you exactly what I see. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I was watching people in the park. That's why people watching is actually really interesting for me, because they're trailing. yeah, it's been a good day. I didn't get to drill any crystals, but now I have the piece. That'll be my job for tomorrow, and I'm very excited for it. Aye. Toodaloo. If you want the recipe, by the way, I put it in the description, the whole thing. Yeah, make it yourself.